Happy Saturday! I'm super excited to get on here and do this because a lot of people who've been following my journey for a long time, especially over the last year, have been asking me this question. How did I go from being a company jumper for an entire year, over a year, all of 2019, and then I'm gonna count it from October of 2018, guys. I'm gonna count it from there. So a lot of people have been asking, hey Bernadette, I've got my Happy Tribe shirt on. This is one of my teams in my downline I'm representing. I would actually love if all of the teams would make shirts and then I would buy them all. Hey Kathy. So, yeah, so basically, you guys, I've been in network marketing for 5 years and I kind of like stumbled into it kind of like by accident. But so I started with a makeup company. I started with Unique. And I had seen my sponsor, the person I joined, she was posting and posting, yes, you want to know what people, I used to roll my eyes like crazy at company jumpers. And I actually feel extremely grateful for going through that experience because it kind of gave me a different perspective on these company jumpers. Every situation is different, but it does give me a little bit of perspective on people who just could not find their place, and that was my thing. So I started with Unique. I was there and for just over a year and a half. I was green, which was like it was their elite rank. I left the company at that rank. We maintained sometimes we didn't. It was really difficult to maintain. Then I moved on to LimeLife, and I was there for 2 years and was a lead director after 1 year. So the crazy thing is, the rank that it took me 1 year to get to, we just hit in 3 months. So I'm at that same equivalent rank, but the difference is when I hit that rank after 1 year, it requires 25,000 in team volume. We really pushed to get that volume. We had over $86,000 in volume last month. So we beat it. Like, we were good in volume. We more than tripled what we needed in volume for this rank. What is the word I'm looking for? What you need is you're building leaders under you. So we're working on building our leaders, and that's how you advance in the company. So I was with LimeLife for 2 years, and there was just something, I don't have anything against the company. I actually, have a lot of friends still in that company. It just wasn't for me, and I knew it wasn't for me, but I don't know why. I just knew it was not for me anymore. So I jumped ship and I went to Bellamy for several months. It was new. I was super excited to kind of go into this ground floor opportunity, and then they ran out of products. And I knew they were going to be out of products for several months, and they were. And so I was like, oh no, like I can't stay here. There's no products. Like I can't sell this. And I moved through the ranks there. And then I found a pre-launch, So basically after I left LimeLife in October 2018, so over a year ago, a year and a half ago now, my gosh, I just could not find my place. Like, I would join something and I would do really great at it, because when I joined something, yes, I got my Happy Tribe shirt on. Jennifer Babby's the leader of that team. But when I join a company, and I go for it. So after that, I was joining companies. I actually went back to LimeLife for like a second, okay? I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be at LimeLife. They had this amnesty period where you can come back before your 6 months. And I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be at LimeLife. They had this amnesty period where you can come back before your 6 months. And I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be at LimeLife. They had this amnesty period where you can come back before your 6 months. And I was like, maybe this is a sign I'm supposed to be there. I was really excited for like a second, and I got my kit. I did a live video, and I was like, I hate this. And I was out. I was like, I can't do it. I left for a reason. It's just not for me. And then from there, I went from company to company to company. I went to Color Street. And then I did the two coffee companies. And when I joined the coffee companies, I decided I wasn't really going to be team building because it just didn't feel right to me. And it was really difficult because I love network marketing. I was like, I love network marketing. Why is this not my jam right now? And coffee is like a huge part of my brand. Look at this, you guys. Like, I'm drinking this big ass freaking thing of coffee, like bigger than my head right now. Like, coffee is like a huge part of my brand. So I was like, oh my God, duh. Let me join a coffee company and I'm gonna kill it. Well, I moved to a company, and when they went to their all-natural version of their all-natural formula, it just didn't really work for me. So I was like, I really liked the company. I was like super pumped, but it just did not work for me, so I couldn't get into it. And I cannot like push something and like tell you guys like, oh my God, I love this so much. If it's not really working for me. Like, it did for like a little bit, but it was just like, not like amazing for me. For some people it is. And that's the beauty about all of our bodies. Everything is so different. So I moved on. I swore off. I was like, maybe I just need a break from network marketing. And I'm telling you, right after I said that, right after, I think I like announced it on Facebook, like that I was just kind of stepping back, and I said I knew I was going to be back. I just didn't know when it was going to be. And it was not that long. Leah, yes, girl. It was not that long after I found Pama Farah in pre-launch. Now, the difference with Pama Farah is Lindsay Colomb, who was a top leader at LimeLife, was someone that I respected from the moment I joined that company and followed her for a long time. And then Pama Farah, I've been using their products for years. I still have, look, this is the old Pama Farah hair oil, okay? This is before it was a network marketing company. This was our old hair oil. Not our old, it was Pama Farah, before. So I've been using those products. So I was like super excited. I was like, oh my God, is this it? Is this it? Like, should I do it? Should I do it? And actually, Jen Smith, who's in my downline, we've actually been on the same team since Unique. She was like, do it. Like, if you do it, like, she would sign up under me. Like, she was basically like, okay, do it. She gave me the push to kind of like really get into it. And oh, there's Jen. She's on here. I didn't know you were on here. Yeah, so Jen Gleason Smith right there. She has been like with me in my journey from nearly the beginning. So she is the reason like I really was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. She has a way of doing that with me. But so she was the reason I started to push, and I was like, all right, I'm doing it. So I did it. And like I said, when I go into something, now this is the reason, here's how the top leader, which is so weird for me to say, you guys, weird. When I told you guys I have over 86,000 in team volume, weird. I keep telling people on my team, I told my upline, I was like, I look at these numbers, and even when I get my paycheck, I'm like, let me hurry up and transfer this to my bank account before they realize this is not my paycheck. It's just so weird because I jumped companies for over a year, and then to come into this company, so we were in pre-launch from December to February. February we launched. The first month we were one of the top teams in the company, and we are still one of the top teams in the company. And we just hit a rank that I don't know how many people are this rank, but I know it's less than 5. So we are one of 5 out of how many thousands of people in this company now? Like 5,000, 6,000 people in Pama Farah. And my team is one of 5 people that is this top rank right now. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, we had there's just so many wins happening. And now the difference here, I'm gonna say, like, it's not like it's me, of course. Like, you don't get to be a top leader if you're not putting in the work, okay? So 100%, like, I'm putting in the work, but it's not just me. There are people in this company on my team who were with other companies before, who were company hoppers, who were with companies before and never had a team, but they were working their butts off but never had a team. And then came here, and now suddenly they're exploding. Like, we have Caitlin Music Mix, who is on this team, and she had, I think, just like a handful of people on her team in her previous company, and she is one of the top people in my downline. Like Jennifer Babby was radio silent on social media for like 2 years. She didn't even have a Facebook, and then hops on here and is killing it. Is one of the top teams in the company as well. Jen Smith is killing it here from YouTube videos. Excuse me, what? We have people here who are like winning organically. Like, it's not like pulling teeth. And that was something like I had experienced before. So the big thing is I have huge anxiety, you guys. Huge anxiety. Like, it really affected me to not, like, I hardly went live at all last year. When I was at LimeLife, I was doing, the live videos, I had to do my makeup and stuff like that. But now it's like, I wasn't with a makeup company anymore. Well, what the heck do I go live about? I would literally go live and do, you see this face right here? This bland beige neutral makeup look. This is basically it. Like, sometimes it's a little bit more, but it's always neutral. I was getting on live doing these same makeup tutorials all the time, okay? But it was a reason to get on. Like, I could be like, oh, yeah, so yeah, contour, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just gave me something to do to get on. And people watched. I have no idea why. You guys who were so beige, Beth was on my team. That was a running joke because I am so beige. My makeup is so neutral. I have like all these crazy colors and whatnot that I bought that I know I will never wear. Never wear. So it was just, that's not my element. So it's just it's so weird that I was even doing that. Like, when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I had convinced myself that I was obsessed with makeup. And I think for a while, like, I was, but I'm not. Like, I like makeup. I like to get good makeup. But I don't care for the subscription boxes. Like, it's literally a bunch of stuff that I have that I'm not using. So it's like a waste of a ton of money. So give me all the neutrals. I will buy 1 million neutral palettes to use a bunch of different shades of brown and pinks and whatever. But yeah, that's about all you're gonna get from me. So it's during last year, I really didn't go live. And so as time went on and I was not getting on Facebook Live, I started getting more and more in my shell. Like, I started like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm such an ummer. Like, if I get on here and I'm like, like, I stopped doing that for a long time because I was going live so much. There it is. That then I get on here and I'm like, because I get so nervous. I'm like, what am I doing here? What do I have to offer people that other people don't? But the thing is, what I preach to my team, I have to start accepting for myself. We all have something. My story is going to help somebody in a similar place that I am in or that I was in. It's going to help that company jumper realize that it's okay that you were a company jumper. It's okay to feel like this is not my place anymore. I can move on. And if the next place doesn't feel like my place, I can move on. It's just amazing how people think that they have to stay in a company because they said it was home. You know what? I live in my home right now. Am I going to be here forever? No, I'm going to sell this house and I'm going to move on to another home that's a better fit for me. You do not, like Pama Farah is home for me. Will it be home for me forever and ever? I have no idea. But right now, it's home for me and I plan to be here for a very, very, very long time. We can never say, I mean, you can say, like I'm right now, I'm saying I'm a Pama Farah lifer. Like that's how I genuinely feel. But it's okay if you said that and then you're like, oh, well, I changed my mind. It's okay to say something was home and then you move to a new home. It's just the same thing when you have a house. So it's so weird. Do people say like, oh my gosh, Rachel is selling her house? She said that was home. She said that was her forever home. She's selling her house. No, people would be congratulating me. They'd be like, oh my gosh, congratulations, you're selling your house. You're moving on to a home that's a better fit for you. They'd be so excited for me. Why is it not the same in network marketing? Why is it not the same? It's okay. And usually the people who are hating on you, it's usually because they're personally affected by your decision. Paycheck, they're worried that people are gonna follow you. And that's network marketing. There are gonna be people in my downline who eventually decide to go somewhere else, and guess what? People are gonna follow them. That is what happens in network marketing every single day. That's a part of the business. That is a part of the industry. It is what it is. You have to keep your mindset positive. You cannot have a mindset where you're stuck in fear. So allow people to move on, cheer them on, whether it affects your paycheck, your team, you're scared. It's okay to feel those things, but make sure you're not projecting that onto somebody else for making a decision for their life. And a lot of people projected that on me. A lot of people judged me, especially during my year of transition. That's what I'm gonna call it. It was just a year of finding my place, and a lot of people judged me, and that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really affect me. Like, I knew no matter what, I'm gonna keep going. I don't care if somebody is judging me. Yeah, okay, I'm a very yellow personality, so I do care what people think about me. Like, I want to be liked, but not everybody likes me. Not everybody loves me. I don't love people that like everybody else loves. Like, there's just sometimes you just don't connect. Somebody could be watching this right now, like rolling their eyes and just judging the heck out of me. That's life. Does it like bother me? Like, if I knew, like if someone was like, oh my gosh, Sarah was talking mad crap about you, I'd be like, Sarah, like, excuse, like it would hurt my feelings. But am I gonna allow it to like ruin my day, ruin my week, whatever? No, I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna keep doing me, because that's life. So don't be afraid to move on. If you're a company jumper, keep jumping companies until you find something that feels right for you. But I will tell you, thank you, Lindsay. I will tell you that when you find something and you genuinely think like, this is a great opportunity for me, don't expect to soar to the top. I'm going to tell you a little secret about the success that I've had here. A lot of it was because I was here in pre-launch. Okay, so I was building during a really exciting time. The company had not launched yet. It's ground floor opportunity. And that is where the bulk of our team has come from, and that has created a momentum. But right now we are still ground floor. We are still at the very beginning stages of this company. So it is an advantage to get in early. I'm not gonna lie to you and say it's not. So getting in now, yeah, it's going to be, you're gonna be at an advantage over someone who joins a year from now or 2 years from now. Like, that's a real thing. So when you get in, don't worry about how fast I got to where I am. Don't worry about how fast Jen Smith got to where she did. Worry about you, because I'm gonna tell you, the more consistent that you are, it may look like nothing is happening, but people are watching you and they're seeing if you are going to stick it out. They're going to see, does she really love this? And then they're gonna start coming. They're going to start joining you. They're going to see you and they're gonna say, she's in this and I wanna be in this with her, or I wanna be in this with him. Consistency is the key. I'm telling you, do not give up because you feel like it's slow or you're not moving as fast as somebody else. Everybody's journey is different. So people who were judging me for being a company jumper for over a year, had I stayed in any of those companies and remotely seen any type of success, and like stuck it out and kind of, was making $1,000 or whatever, I probably would have been like, I'm not going to join Pama Farah, or, everything happens for a reason. Your journey is what it is for a reason. So respect to your journey. Be proud of yourself for everything that you've done despite what everybody will say. And that's it. So let me get off of my soapbox and I've just preached to you. I will come back and I will read the comments. But that's that. That is my company jumper journey. And now I am a top leader in my company with one of the top teams in the entire company with humongous volume. I don't even know what's happening right now, but I am riding it out and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful, and I will talk to y'all later.